as we do get underway. Here we go. Liquid up against 9 Pandas. Good luck from Saberlight. And we will have these 10 heroes and players all smoked up. Get some early vision down and see what we're dealing with. Any early clashes or anything like that. Oh, who's that? That's Ogre. Solo wandering across. Sneaky Observer Ward. And V-Tune's going to sit down here by his own tier 1 very safely as Saberlight and Boxy get a bit close. And the Observer Ward there.
Guy named Solo is playing a guy that has like 2 personalities and 2 heads.
Yeah?
Kind of confusing.
Got a problem? Oh, do you remember? I think it was Heroes of the Storm that had Ogre in their game, and 2 players had to play it. It was like 1 hero, but you needed 2 players to play the individual heads. What if we had something like that in Dota? You know, every Meepo is controlled by 1 person.
I'm not sure if that has been done before or something similar. I remember people trying to, before Steam Deck play like on joysticks and stuff. But I don't know.
Or like multi-boxing, yeah. I mean, Lizard was doing that, right? Lizard was playing like IO Sven. He was microing the IO to tether his Sven and playing both at the same time.
Yeah. And we can see some of the starting items, couple of blood grenades, 2 of them available, Boxy, Insania as well. What you want to do with Gyrocopter is play as active as possible, mostly trade. Like you want to get the kill and die afterwards, because this hero requires relatively big mana pool, like homing missile level 1, it's 120 mana. Rocket barrage, you want to be using 2-3 of those to be able to secure the kill, and your mana pool is relatively limited.
Unluck. Didn't have hotkeys. Unluck. Liquid getting ready for this top rune fight. Solo, the big belly ogre just walking forward. Hello, who's here? Nargot Illusion's going to bodyguard him as well.
You can already see Team Liquid struggling dealing with those illusions. They don't have anything against it.
No, they click it a few times, right? Okay, well, this fight's over. Get the hell out of here.
Also, it needs to be more rewarding. Killing those illusions, like level 1, getting 2-3 gold is pretty similar to Templar Assassin. Traps, back in the days where you got like 1 gold, you had to invest Sentry. Maybe Sentry was 75 gold back in those days.
You get 1 gold from the trap. Yeah, that was atrocious.
You needed to kill 75 traps to get the
with 1 Sentry
to get the value back.
Oh, look at that! Insania. He's gone flat cannon level 1. Hey,
that's a way to... There it is. +2 gold for him.
Oh yeah, kill those illusions.
And 38. He's the one who's gonna scale. Mickey supports Spectre in this lane.
Oh, Poggies. Yeah. +5 Spectre. Oh, he's gonna get some last hits in there. But that's gonna push the wave. That's gonna drag things away from that dire tier 1. So now you don't have that long lane for Insania to chase, but I guess things have already changed enough. The fact he's gone flat cannon level 1. Already an interesting start there. So some adaptations also, coming out.
The way this ward is placed near Mickey, I thought... Oh, let's hold that thought.
V-Tune taking a battering from Boxy. Saberlight was trying to contend with Solo, but things will calm down a little bit now. A little victory for Liquid there, though, right? V-Tune's forced away from the wave.
He needs to be like very careful in this bottom lane, especially when they hit level 2. 1 Bramble Maze into stun. Solo is about to crack level 2, but a little bit low on mana in this bottom lane. Doesn't have Mango, only a Magic Stick, but V-Tune also hit level 2. V-Tune.
This is spooky. Oh, the crush misses. First blood still going to go to Saberlight, though, as Solo gives chase, but they can't find a finishing blow. Slardar survives. Boxy and Saberlight get first blood, stay alive, regen up, and can continue playing that lane.
As we said, Solo, he was really low on mana, and now Insania, Rocket Barrage, who wants to isolate 1 hero immediately into Flak Cannon. Good thinking coming out from Insania here. And what I wanted to point out is that this Observer Ward on top of Spectre, it looks like a homing missile. Like, for a second, I thought that he had it.
The weird little lane ward. Funny stuff. And with so much action in the side lanes, seeing dead shots being thrown at Saberlight down bottom. Mid lane, reasonably quiet, farm trade, 12-3, 12-1. Nothing too spectacular happening there, and I don't expect that to change in the near future. Primarily, we're just going to be looking for Thunder God's Wrath, and maybe Nisha, the rotation around, level 7 or so, once he gets his first item up in the first move from that Invoker.
We did talk about Urn of Shadows being a really popular item on Spectre, but seems like Mickey doesn't want to go for it here. You also have Invoker in the team, so it might be a better option for Invoker to get it. Solo, playing super aggressive. Boxy, Shadow Realm available.
Maybe thinking about turning. Solo's pretty tanky. Oh yeah, that Shadow Realm damage onto V2 really hurts. 9 Pandas forced to use a lot of regen, and they don't have control over the Lotus Pool either. As up at top, Alpha Ninja and Ramses both lose their couriers to this Insania Gyro. Pops his Fairy Fire, trying to stay alive with a Lotus coming off cooldown. He can't actually get the heal to pop. Does die in the end. Not too bad though. 2 courier kills, and the wave is under tower for Mickey to farm.
Insania has almost same amount of CS as Ramses. This flat cannon, like it's causing them issues. Like he TPs back to lane, flat cannon to deal with those Illus. 1-1-1 build on Naga Siren. Nisha trying to play slightly more aggressive, burn some mana on Kiyotaka. But Kiyotaka manages to get away.
Yeah, steps away from it. And trying to rush into those arcane boots as the Zeus. No real surprises there. And of course all the stats build up for Nisha going out. And really, the worry for 9 Pandas so far has just been that bottom lane. You know, can V-Tune stand? Can he farm? 16-2 so far, going even with the Slardar. That first blood death definitely hurts the Muerta. But like we were talking through the draft, that little break we had when we sorted out some tech issues, that it doesn't, like laning stage doesn't feel like it matters drastically for 9 Pandas. They are still aiming for that later game. They've got a lot of scaling. They kind of want to weather the storm and get past this first maybe 15-20 minutes even. V-Tune just needs a bit of calm in the mid game.
Waiting for Kiyotaka to hit level 6 on Zeus, and then they're going to be playing much more aggressive on the side lanes, try to get a kill, utilize that Thunder God's Wrath off of Ninja. 1-1-1 build on Bane. The thing about Bane is this hero doesn't farm. You want to keep like fighting with the hero because you don't have any ways to deal with the creep wave whatsoever. Maybe later on you get the shard, but you don't want to buy the shard, so you need to wait the 50-50 chance at 20-minute mark. Insania.
And Gyro is reasonably tanky with quite a lot of armor. He's an agi hero after all. This +5 can actually withstand the Riptide and the physical damage from Ramses. Maybe we'll drag that wave back. A bit more safer farm for the Naga Siren there. But yeah, Bane's job through the history of Dota has basically been walk high ground and set up fights. See who you can find. You know, go smoke, go run into them. Whether it's an IO relocate or a Spectre Haunt to come in, that's what his main job has been. In this game, is it any different?
Might be a save against when they try to like initiate on dodging homing missile, maybe combo from Invoker, buy a little bit more time. And we talked about him not getting a lot of farm. He's sitting at 2-1, which is really, really low. So you want to be getting something done with Vayne. Otherwise, if you're not getting the trade kills, you're going to be turning into position 5 pretty much.
Well, he's looking at Mickey here. You can't really finish him off, but the Thunder God's Wrath will. There's that level 6 coming in from the Zeus. And just enough damage to kill off the Spectre. And he's also going to scout out the rotation of Boxy as well, I believe. Seeing the Dark Willow come across, might have seen that Observer Ward placed off to the right-hand side of his mid lane as well.
He might go for it. Doesn't have a point in Lightning Bolt at the moment. Has 1 point available on Zeus, keeping it just in case he needs the D-Ward. Early on, low on mana. You don't want to be popping that like 120 mana. Like you need to be sure that there is an Observer Ward. You don't want to just like casually cast it.
Yeah. Solo, he's going to have seen Boxy coming across. And trying to guard that Lotus Pool.
He's trying to be sneaky.
A little irritating in that mid lane, just being tagged by cold snaps and the EMPs constantly having to run away. As Alpha Ninja now starting to stack up some Ancients. That's a decent way to get some golden experience for yourselves. At the same time, Wisdom Rune picked up by Boxy on the right-hand side of the map.
Talk to me about what you read on Reddit, Gary, the other day. Like some of the important stuff about what happens every odd minute.
Oh, right. Yeah, there was someone doing some mathematics, which I always enjoy. There's like every prime number has an activity, I think was the gist of the thread. Every 3rd minute, every 7th minute, every 5th minute, whatever, there's always like a bounty rune, a wisdom rune, a camp to stack, something to do, something to go and kill Roshan. Woohoo! I think it's 147th minute. Oh, hang on. Top lane of death. Spectre going to fall for the second time in a row as Solo has rotated through that twin gate to grab the kill. Yeah, I think it was minute 147 where there is nothing, like nothing coincides. It's like the black hole of activities. There's nothing to do. So if you get an hour and a half into your game, there is a little bit of calm, a little moment where you can relax.
Insania. Kiyotaka has another Thunder God's Wrath.
Oh, V-Tune going to send Saberlight back down bottom, turning to fight. Insania drops to Kiyotaka in the mid lane, but V-Tune falling still to Boxy and Saberlight's dive down south.
Oh, Boxy was ready to go down with Thunder God's Wrath, but maybe he was afraid that there's another Shadow Realm. Maybe he was not paying attention. And also, to point it out, Solo, he's one of the best players to utilize the Twin Gates. He's very active. He wants to be going in and ganking the enemy carry, which they did. They killed Mickey 2 times already.
Yeah, whether it's Undying or Ogre or whatever it is, he is very active. Playing the first 10 minutes as a sprint, basically. Well, Mickey's going to come back into that lane, try and farm himself up, but sat down below 3,000 net worth. Very similar story for Muerta, being put under a lot of pressure by these rather aggressive off lanes from both sides. And V-Tune is just a small, casual stroll towards that Maelstrom. As Kiyotaka is going to come back and farm out some camps under a Dire Observer ward here. So they know that Zeus is off the map with no mana, really. And Liquid going to use this opportunity to try and strike, but it looks like the read is there. 9 Pandas felt this move coming. And do back themselves away. I mean, this is prime time, right? You know, Nisha, he's level 8. Got his urn. Would love to go and get some charges before that Spirit Vessel is finished off.
There's one way to do it. You die.
It's not the ideal way, though, is it? You'd rather your opponents die. And here's the little jaunt in from the Spectre. V-Tune again, the focus of choice, and Liquid will shred through the Spectre. Aim for Solo now, and multiple charges for Nisha going to appear into his urn, in fact. 4 heroes down at that bottom spot. Not going to be able to shove into tier 1 too easily. Rotating back into mid to defend this tier 1 from Alpha Ninja and Kiyotaka. Little nightmare there into a bit of blast damage from the Zeus. Wow, that's quite a lot of damage on Nisha, in fact. And Boxy dropping low to Kiyotaka.
All these small items on Nisha. Magic
Boxy.
Wand.
Oh, he's
out of
close.
mana.
EMP, the raindrops there. Kiyotaka, no wand. Getting slowed down with the Ghost Walk in the Shadow Realm. Alpha Ninja gets the kill, but the Zeus will fall in the end. Bane is in behind and trying to run away.
The grip is available. They might go for him. Sentry Ward drop.
Nisha. They see him. Hello. Come on. Invoke. Oh, misses the Deafening Blast. Saberlight's coming to try and save the day, but now he's being gripped up.
Slithering Crush.
The 2 supports doing all the work. The tip onto Alpha Ninja. Saberlight will get into the river and sprint away. That Slytherin gets out of danger. And then, yeah, pan camera to Ramses. Farming up in that top lane.
That's some good moves coming up from 9 Pandas, you know. In terms of trading the kills, Team Liquid also getting some, but Bane getting level 6 there and almost getting a kill on Fleur. He's a tanky boy. Having a raindrop, this Bracer, having that extra region coming out, and Ramses in the top lane, as you said, continues to farm up. He is top 3 at the moment.
And Solo with a shield rune, feeling pretty tanky. Just runs forward, bodyguarding this Ramses Naga. Nisha and Insania both arriving, though. They're going to sweep through the Naga Siren, catch onto the Ogre as well.
Shield is gone.
Shield is gone indeed. Taken out. Nisha and Insania pairing up to kill off the Ogre, and a double kill. Very important for Nisha to grab, but even more important was the defense of the Spectre. They really couldn't afford another death on Mickey.
This is the second time Nisha makes a rotation, and they get multiple kills from it. Now Spirit Vessel is done. And most importantly, Spectre is not dying. Mickey, after being 0-2 and 0, Blade Mail is now completed, needs to use the Courier, and then you can start to threaten even more kills. Oh, they caught Afo.
Yeah, he was stacking some camps, and he walked down into the waiting arms of Nisha and Boxy. They will jump forward here with Kiyotaka, but all his mana's gone now, and he's being turned on. Insania and Nisha looking at this mid laner as a freebie. A double kill for Boxy appears.
These are not, like, last couple of trades for 9 Pandas, not the best ones. You mentioned Afo going down instead of, you know, just staying inside of the triangle. He's trying to stack up some of the camps for V-Tune. V-Tune, Saberlight, he got silenced. Oof.
Barely. Some tips coming out there. I mean, you just can't be having these core heroes falling so simply, really.
It wasn't that impressive, but they need to, boost some of the confidence back because he's not having a great time. Lowest net worth core in the game right now on Muerta. If he shows up one more time in the bottom lane with the next Haunt, they could be able to get the kill. Kiyotaka now making a rotation with Solo, grabbing a kill.
Ramsey's up in that top jungle dying. Just wherever you look, there is action. There are kills, blood being spilled. I was worried this game could be a little bit slow, could be just aiming towards late game, but both teams are looking for those little weaknesses in the armor, looking for every advantage they can. At the same time, it's trying to scale up. But yeah, still definitely worried that Kiyotaka is kind of jumping into the middle of 3 or 4. Now, not necessarily his fault. He's seeing these potential targets and kills. Liquid are there ready and waiting for him, though. They've got the backup.
Kind of hard to play. You don't have the offlane right now. Ramses, he's not ready to join any of the fights. He wants to farm. There's the grip. Straight up grip. Smoke, and Kiyotaka takes it. He also wanted to reveal what's going on. They're going for enemy XP rune. Nisha already TPing out. They want to get both of them.
Yeah, it looks like they should have it. No problems. Yeah, Radiant double
I'll give you a tip, chat. If for a 7-minute rune, because that's the easiest one to pick up. If you see that your other support is going to be able to pick it up, don't pick it up immediately. If you're at the spot, just wait. So that means you're going to get the XP, and then after you get it, you're guaranteed to get the second XP, if you know what I mean.
I didn't understand a word of what
you didn't understand. Let's say you're picking up both XP runes with 2 supports.
Yes.
If you're position 4, you let your 5 pick it up. Because that's the way you get it. You get more XP, and then you pick it up, just to make sure that your offlaner doesn't get it.
Clever. Oh, yeah. Get the support with all the XP. Bottom lane, another move from 9 Pandas. And Nisha getting caught a little off guard there in that bottom lane. Ramses has finally left top, making moves as Naga Siren. Looks like he's going to plant himself down in the bottom jungle and continue farming. Probably Twin Gate move from the others. They're trying to figure out where they want to go. V2 and Solo still just shadowing this Naga Siren. Saber there, he's got his Echo Saber. Got his phase boots. Looking at a Blink Dagger next.
Echo Saberlight, a very popular build nowadays.
Haha.
On Slardar, because it does allow you to get... It's just a farming tool for Slardar, and also the way you scale, later on you can turn that into Harpoon. Also lore-wise, Slardar, what is that, Trident that he has? Pretty similar to Harpoon. Maybe it's even a type of Harpoon. I'm not a marine biologist or a hunter.
It's probably one of those vengeance things, right? His family was hunted by some harpoon-wielding fishermen. He kills them all, steals their harpoons and tridents. Now he's turning it back on them.
This is why you're dungeon master in D&D, Gary.
Yeah. Although looking at his weapon there, it looks like the head of a dead fish. Not sure what kind of mace or weaponry that is. Looks dangerous, though. And he's against the Naga Siren as well, right? They're both Nagas in the old lore. Brother and sister. Little Slytherin gang. 9 Pandas. So who are they guarding here? They're guarding V-Tune. Solo and Afo making sure that this Muerta can finally have a decent, calm bit of time to farm up.
V-Tune would definitely love to farm up Triangle, farm some of these stacks because it's a much safer place to farm. And you can see Ramses is taking his farm, so the rest of the team is playing with V-Tune instead, just in case that they decide to go on him, because they already killed him 3 times. They have this global presence. 1 jump from Spectre with the Blade Mail, you can't really protect yourself.
And you're really trying to force the hand of Liquid. Like, either you pick a fight here with a Muerta, or you try and chase this Naga into the trees somewhere. Song from Ramsey. He's going to stop the Spectre's aggressive move.
The should reveal ward that they placed when they were picking up the enemy XP rune, so should be rewarded. Rest of the 9 Pandas making a move, trying to make something happen on the different side of the map. They know Hunt is down.
Not finding anyone. Saberlight's already evacuated. A couple of sentries there from Liquid, not catching that interesting Obs ward. And they're trying to de-ward the camp, trying to spot any vision. Obs ward placed right next to the Watcher. Has anyone killed a tower yet? Hey? Bottom tier ones. Oh, hang on. Thunder God's Wrath and the Grip in the mid. Mickey, oh, the Spectre. Destroyed by just the raw damage output of 9 Pandas.
There's only one tower that died in the bottom lane. We did mention that mostly Team Liquid, they don't have any tower damage. 9 Pandas, they do have some later on when they group up with Naga Siren, and the mid tower's gonna fall. Rest of the Team Liquid were unable to help him out. Blink from Slardar. Saberlight is in.
Kiyotaka dropping low. They've got the Brambles down. The Nightmare save. The Sunstrike misses. Oh, no, it doesn't. It lands. The delay there catches him off guard as Boxy slips away. Saberlight has fallen, but the dead shot catches another one in the back. 2 for 2. Ramsey's still moving forward and looking for any bonus targets. Insania's pretty low here. Could get caught out within a snare and a charge forward from the illusions. Deafening Blast, the dead shot comes. The Fire Blast and Ignite trying to tick over an Insania as the Spectre joins in the fight now, running into Ramses. They've got a Fire Blast to slow her down and stop Liquid in their tracks. Insania does die to that ticking damage of the Ignite in the end. Solo might lose his life, and he will indeed. Trades out in a 3 for 3 in the end.
Solo should be pretty happy about this trade. Getting the kill. I think he multicasted Ignite, and also no TP available on Insania because they had to react to this Spectre being initiated on. This is also like near tier 1 tower, so Team Liquid slightly on the slower side, responding to what they're doing. 9 Pandas setting things up with the Fiend's Grip one more time. Ether Lens now available on Bane, so things are going to be much easier overall. Sentry dropped. They know that Invoker is pretty close, so they want to try to kill him one more time, potentially.
We just get these like really kind of weird standoffs
fights,
though, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no frontliner, there's no Centaur who walks in, tanks the tower, hits it, and sets up for his team. Kiyotaka trying to use the Bane as that frontliner, but this is what we see. Alpha Ninja, he moves forward, tries to get that vision, breaks it, but oh my god, look at that damage on the V-Tune! Saberlight with that Sunstrike helping out allows Insania to get the takedown on Muerta.
They have so many tools to deal with Muerta. Like we did mention how many stuns they have to set things up for a Sunstrike. It's only 4 points in Exort at the moment, but later on it's going to be so much difficult for him. Just keep him in place. Muerta uses her ultimate, 1 stun from Slaughter to keep him in place. You have Bedlam, you have Rocket Barrage, which is just insane. You have Blade Mail carry, the carry matchup, which benefits you much more. Like this is the matchup that Spectre loves to play, maybe until like super late stages of the game where she has Silver Edge, but then Spectre being 6 slotted. Alpha Ninja is going to die one more time here.
Oof, that's the worst feeling, right? You die, you respawn, you come
try
down
to D-ward, die.
Oh man. Liquid with a great read there, just having his number. Naga Siren getting clipped by this tornado. Boxy in for the northern side. And we'll jump out with Nisha there as Insania deals with the illusions. Mickey's gone deep and Solo, oh, with that amp damage on him. Taken down quickly. Kiyotaka, the Sunstrike on V-Tune, the Blink, the Crush, and Saberlight, he's in again. We do get the Call of the Veil, though, and a turnaround from V-Tune. Thunder God's Wrath, but the bit of damage takes him over the edge. Nisha finds the takedown, and now Liquid's starting to run away with these fights.
Really, really worried for Muerta's game. V-Tune, like so many tools. Grip, Nisha.
He's been gripped. Okay, that's recovery. Recovery from Alpha.
Thank you so much. Kiyotaka says 400 gold for him, 500 for the rest of the team.
Die, respawn, die, respawn.
Die.
And then you get the big grip on the Nisha Invoker.
It was way too deep. You can see how they're protecting against Naga Siren and the Illusions, Tornado, and Deafening Blast immediately. Then they managed to reset, going for some of these easier pickoffs, and you'll see V-Tune. Like, there's just, like, so many things that he needs to be afraid of. Saberlight's gonna die, but, like, 1 Tornado later on, 1 EMP is gonna cost him his life. Mickey, he wasn't even, like, that close. Radiance is available, and he's also going for Orchid. Like, we've seen 1 Orchid being built on Naga Siren because he wants to be like controlling the enemy heroes. So does Spectre. Mickey going for it, which means that you can jump Zeus and maybe get the kill. You can silence the Bane. They don't have like this instant stun that can cancel the grip. One of the reasons why these grips have been so crucial.
Yeah. It
needs to be Slaughter with a stun, immediate terrorize, Invoker with Tornado, but most of the time these Fiend's Grip were going off for at least like 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, because like you said, they're using these spells to kill the illusions from Naga first. So Afo's kind of just been waiting. biding his time for that moment to go in.
Yeah, Afo got his shard upgraded from that Tormentor, so he can maybe try to get some farm that Aghanim Scepter. Usually the way you farm Aghanim Scepter on Bane is if you find Philosopher's Stone, but no Big Boy Philly this time.
That's unlucky. And 23 minutes in, a mild lead for Team Liquid. Right now looking... Oh my god, they've found V... Oh no, that hurts! Oh, V2 gone again. And 9 Pandas, they wanting to fight this? Solo trying to step forward, very brave. Does have Kiyotaka with a lot of damage onto Mickey. Drops Spectre to half. Thunder God's Wrath and now the Ensnare. Ramses, he's there with the illusions forward. They clear them out with a meatball though, and now Kiyotaka in trouble. The Spectre's still alive. Mickey, he's out of there, survives. Boxy will turn to fight as Kiyotaka, Alpha Ninja both dropping quickly. And they've caught out the Ogre as well. Stunned for days, a triple for Nisha. And Ramses, yet again, pan the camera to this Naga Siren. Farming, sitting back as the rest of the team are in the grave.
Yeah, when is he going to be ready? That's my question, because Spectre, I think he tanked everything. He also has that Aghanim Shard upgraded, so Blade Mail, extra dispersion damage coming out from the Shard. And you can see V-Tuna dying to another fish. Florida just has his number.
There's always a bigger fish, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
And right now, the little minnows. Poor little Naga Siren. Sad little V-Tune. Getting pounded on by Team Liquid here as they make another move. Oh, look who it is. It's V-Tune caught again. Out in no man's land, just trying to gather up the little scraps of farm that he can. There's global presence from Liquid. Too strong.
He shows on the lane one blink stun from Slardar, Sunstrike, and Spectre Haunt. He's dead every single time. If there's no backup for him, if there's no song, if there's no like a Force Staff, maybe Nightmare into Fiend's Grip to try to save him, they're just gonna keep repeating. And Team Liquid, they're in full control of this game. Roshan next on the menu potentially on Dire side, and seems like they're already prepping for it.
Broshan. Hey, Broshan, let's get in there. But yeah, it's really, they found the rhythm. You see V-Tune, you kill V-Tune, then you go for your next objective. We can't push towers, let's kill heroes instead. Kiyotaka, he's down to half HP immediately. Started off by Boxy with that Dark Willow, finished off by Boxy on that Dark Willow. Helped out a little bit by Mickey, but that's mainly just Boxy going in on this mid-Zeus. And the hero pairings from Liquid are so potent together. No matter how many duos or trios you put together, every single one of them has got kill threat. Whereas for 9 Pandas, you need your Zeus involved. You need your Naga involved. You can't just go around as an Ogre and a Bane.
They're already like making a move that they know that they can kill Roshan with only 2 heroes and 2 Forge Spirits. So the rest of the team is like, whatever. 9 Pandas, they're not going to try to contest it. They know Song of the Siren is not available, so there's not going to be any kind of a sneaky plays. Mickey, Orchid done now as Bane, as Zeus, like, you don't have any defensive tool. They don't have a single Force Staff. Look at the way that they're itemizing. They just die. Like, you show one hero, Spectre's going to jump. V-Tune, what can he do?
You can try. Look at that damage reflecting back onto V-Tune. Solo crushed up, V-Tune about to die. One more tap should finish him up. Sableye, that is bad manner. Turns his back, stands his ground. They finally lose the Spectre as Ramses has come in to join. But Alpha Ninja taken out by Nisha. Now Sableye, along with this Invoker, can just open up to team wipe out 9 Pandas.
This is rough. 9 Pandas losing everybody. A little like usually you want to give your Aegis to Spectre because this is one of the best Aegis carriers in the game, but it seems like they preferred to give it to Nisha. Maybe they thought, well, Spectre's not gonna die. Nisha does have a Hurricane Pike. I'll take care of the business, save him if he's in trouble. But this dispersion upgrade is pretty big because it was between 2 of them. Like, who's gonna get the shard 50-50? Gyro bought the shard 15 minutes into the game, and we can see some of the faces from Team Liquid. Not too many emotions expected. Nisha with like raised eyebrows is like, okay, but another day in the office for Team Liquid, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of heroes die, and you can see there Ramses is chatting, saying, "I'm here, guys. I'm here. Let's kill, let's fight." He's just not able to. Liquid are at this point now where two top net worth heroes, Nagasara, and he's up there in the top 4, but Slardar is ahead of the Zeus and the Muerta. As of course, we keep hammering on this. Vtune has had a very rough game. It's been incredibly difficult from lane to mid game.
Jump from Saberlight.
Well, they saw Vtune, they see Kiyotaka, and the damage coming out of Mickey is substantial. But the terrorize from Boxy, Saberlight can reposition, helped out by the tornado. This might be over now. Vtune getting absolutely battered. What is he at now? V2 must be, I don't know, 1-7, 1-8. It's been just so 2-9. Oh, that was close, but that is disastrous.
What Saberlight did there is he understands that he can't die. He has a shard upgraded for himself. He has full pipe, which I really like. You're playing against Zeus. You're playing against the Huerta and also Ogre, so you want to tank up as much damage as possible. So what he does is he blinks in, shows a hero. He pretty much acts as a ward, and then Mickey gets the jump, silence onto Zeus. Suddenly he's dead. And the way they itemize, I did mention that there's not a single Force Staff available on 9 Pandas. Everybody's buying for themselves. No Glimmer Cape. Literally nothing. Hand of Midas on Ogre, Bane's going for Aghanim Scepter, bought Ether Lens, which means that whoever gets jumped is gonna die.
Oh, they're aiming for late game, right? Hand of Midas Ogre.
Oh yeah, prepping for that late game. The problem is you're not gonna have your barracks.
All the buildings are gone. Well, barracks are still standing, technically. 30 minutes in, they crack the tier 3, but they don't get the full finish on the lane.
Yeah, those buildings, like literally called buildings inside the base, are standing.
Yeah, for now.
Melee barracks down to 500 HP.
It was Octarine core time for Saberlight. And Kiyotaka sitting mid. Just hoping there's no vision there from Liquid. That is something that they've been doing very well. He's placing these deep wards, but currently Liquid don't have any obs to play into. Just relying on heroes and the movement from Nisha here. Starting off on Ramses, forcing out the mirror image and the Manta style to dodge away. And this game firmly rests on how Ramses can try to control up this map.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, just, yeah, it's bad. It's sad. It's not looking good. 9 Pandas, 3 heroes disappear right in front of our very eyes. No buybacks available either, so Team Liquid can have a free run at the tier 3 and the barracks down here.
9 Pandas are a team that, like, at TI, I remember them calling, I believe it was against Entity, where they called GGs, like, 19 minutes into the game. So,
yeah,
little surprised that they stood in here for 30 minutes. They know when the game is done, and they couldn't do much. Like, they were very focused on the farm, and they couldn't get the farm.